Gears of War 3. Insane difficulty guide.
It's insane.
Is that really how this is going to start off? I always want to restart. Act 1, Chapter 1, Anchored. So, you're on a boat.
So, this is Gears 3, and it's looking good. It looks good.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Gears of War 3.
And, is this going to be a strategy video, or are you going to kind of give your first impressions?
Oh, every fucking video is a strategy video for this walkthrough.
Is that hard?
It's fucking tough. Insane difficulty is unlockable, and it's not easy, and I'm very happy for that. I just finished my Resistance 3 walkthrough, Superhuman difficulty walkthrough, also unlockable difficulty. You know, both these games they're similar in how they're kind of like platform leaders, and you know, they're platform exclusive, and they always come out in the same year. And Resistance wasn't difficult at all, and this is really fucking hard. Like, I've only recorded the first act, and I have died more during this than I did during all of Resistance.
And that's funny because there's unlimited health on this.
There's regenerating health on this, but you die so freaking fast it doesn't even matter. This might be the only guy in the game you get to chainsaw.
Just because you can't get close
insane
enough
difficulty.
to
Yeah,
him?
because you'll never have the opportunity to get close to people. There's a little switch up here that you gotta flick. Always pick up ammo. Ammo's very important. So yeah, the difficulty. There's in a level or two, you get to play as Cole for 2 chapters.
Okay.
2 or 3 chapters, and you run into some of these, or for the first part of the game, you're fighting a whole bunch of these lambent. I almost said chimera, but now I'm drawing a blank on what these guys are called. Lambent locusts.
Yeah.
And they explode, and there's like, one of the things I really like about this game is that there's a huge variety of enemies that you're fighting. It's like so many games, it's just the same enemy over and over and over again. And even if they have a couple different skins for each enemy, they're the same enemy, you know? Like, tactically,
they're programmed to fight the same way.
well, like, tactically, it's the same thing. They're all carrying one gun, or maybe one of them has a shotgun, but they're all just soldiers running at you. There's a huge variety of dudes, you know, in like ways to approach every battle, and so many different fights and everything like that.
There's like
it really keeps it interesting.
Lots of different guys per battle, or just throughout the game?
Throughout the game, like, you know, one battle, it'll probably be the similar, like the same mix throughout, but throughout the whole game, it's not like after the first act, you've seen it all. And even the first act, they throw a lot of new stuff at you that you was not in the previous 2 Gears. A lot of new enemies and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun like that. So this doesn't really apply right now, but you can kind of see those stalks in the background. Those are the new enemy transportation system. And in later levels, they basically work like the way that the grub pits did in Gears 1.
Where you had to like seal them?
You have to seal them, but you don't have to use a grenade to kill them. You just shoot these little pods that are on the side of them, and that prevents more enemies from spawning.
Okay.
But overall, I really had a lot of fun with this game. I haven't finished it on Insane yet, but I'm not looking forward. I'm looking forward to it, but it's gonna be freaking hard. Like, it's really hard.
There's gonna be some screaming coming.
Oh, I've already been screaming quite a bit at it, because I played through my first time on normal, so it's pretty easy, just because I wanted to get through the game and start playing on the hardest as quickly as possible. And there's quite a few enemy types that can one-shot you. Just if you're out of position and not paying attention 100%, or paying attention and just get unlucky, they will take you out very quickly. I don't know all their names yet. I need to look that up for the rest of the guide. But anyway, you have to play super defensively. You really have to rely on your teammates a lot. One kind of strategy that I figured out a couple levels into this is that throughout most of the game, you're going to be pulling the Halo strategy, where you give your teammate the best weapon, the best explosive weapon with 1 round left in it, and they have infinite ammo. So at one point, a couple levels from now, all of my teammates had a boom shot, and they're just like boom, boom, boom. Like, this game still kind of follows the formula of you clear an area, you get that tone that means that everybody's
guitar riff.
like a boom, and then you run into the next battle after they've all reloaded and everything, and just 3 boom shots go flying at the first guy that they see. It's fucking sweet. Whenever you get good guns, use it as much as you can, and then give it with 1 shot left to your teammate. To swap weapons, you just look at them. You have to be close enough to them, like practically touching them. Hold the left trigger to zoom in, and then you can hit X or A to swap out, to trade primary or secondary guns. But you got to make sure that whatever gun you're swapping with them isn't the one that you already have. Because, like, let's say they have the Lancer, which is the default assault rifle with a chainsaw on it.
Yeah.
And you try to swap that from them for the boom shot, or you try to take their Lancer,
right?
Give them your boom shot, and you already have a Lancer. Nothing happens, but they kind of like there's this animation as if something did happen, but you're still sitting there with a boom shot, and you're like, what the fuck just happened? So these are the new enemy types. I need to look up their name, or one of them. Just shoot them in their kind of weak spots. You can see their glowing areas
for extra damage.
And they explode, so you never want to be close to them. It was actually really cool. Like that first guy that I said, that was the only one that you're going to chainsaw through for the entire game on insane difficulty. You kind of kick them away when you chainsaw them, so they explode like a yard away from you and do like, no damage at all. This is the Hammer Burst. I think the iron sights are new for that gun. If you scope in with the left trigger, and then hit right stick in, it gives you like those really precise iron sights, and it seems to be quite a bit more accurate than just holding down left trigger. It doesn't do nearly as much damage as the Lancer though, so if you're in a situation where you have to choose between one gun or the other, go with the Lancer. And the Lancer holds a shit ton of ammo compared to the Hammer Burst, and any other gun as well too, because there's the Retro Lancer, which I really like a lot, but it holds about half the ammo that the Lancer does. So you practically are going to be using the Lancer for almost the entire game.
How important is ammo conservation on this difficulty?
Some areas extremely important. Some areas not so much. There's a couple. I think chapter 3 of this first act. It's extremely important, and I'll point that out when I get closer. And I'll point it out when you do need to pay attention to that. But right now, there's plenty of ammo packs, plenty of dead grubs that you can pick up ammo from, and they don't drop a ton of ammo. But man, any enemy with a shotgun, you gotta watch the fuck out for, because like they can one-shot you too if you're close enough. Any standard soldier can one-shot you with the shotgun if you're too close.
Yikes!
This is crazy hard. I don't remember the other two being this hard, but I'm glad that it's hard because there's very few shooters this day that actually provide a challenge. So I'm pretty excited for it, for the rest of it, because people are actually going to watch it. Like, there's so many guides that I make for games, I'm like, I don't know why the fuck I'm doing this. No one's going to need it.
Yeah, if you can't beat this on, like, hard, you're an idiot.
Yeah. So the little, you might have noticed I picked up a fire extinguisher there. It kind of works like a mortar or the grinder, where it doesn't replace a weapon, it just goes over it. It's like a big weapon, like a turret kind of thing. So you gotta fire extinguish the little bit of fire there to get past there, and then drop it right away as soon as you see that new enemy, and unload on them.